Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see about the rate analysis of RCC footing. In order to perform this rate analysis, we are required some of the basic requirements, and they are mentioned below. The minimum quantity of the steel required is 1% compared to the volume of concrete, and the wastage that is to be considered is of 2%, and the binding wire which is required to bind to reinforcing bars is 1%, and the quantities are taken in dry state. So the 55% of excess amount of materials are considered. So let us consider an example of an RCC footing having volume of 1 meter cube. So these are the data which I have assumed. The grade of concrete is M20 and having a mixed proportion of 1 is to 1.5 is to 3, and the densities are materials such as cement, fine aggregate, coarse aggregate and steel are mentioned here. So let us start the calculations of quantity. Here we are going to calculate the quantity of cement as shown in below. Here the denominator represents the summation of the proportions which I have mentioned earlier, and we have a doubt about 1.55, and it is the 55% which has excess of volume which I have mentioned in previous slides. So by calculating this, we have obtained the volume of cement which is required is 0.28 meter cube, and in order to convert into the metric cubes into the kgs, we have multiplied it with the density of cement and it has been converted into the kgs. As we all know, the cement is the material which is available in the bags. So in order to convert into the number of bags, I have divided the required amount of the cement divided by 50, has one bag of cement is equal to the 50 kgs, and the number of bags which are required for the given acquired or obtained volume is 8.17 bags. As similar to the cement, the quantity of fine aggregate is calculated, and we have an obtained the volume of fine aggregate is of 4.227 metric cube. In order to convert into the tons, the density of the fine aggregate is multiplied. Similarly, the for quantity of coarse aggregate is calculated as shown below, and we have obtained the volume of 0.85 metric cube. In order to convert into the ton, we have multiplied with the density of the coarse aggregate. Now let us calculate the quantity of steel required. As the steel which we have considered is HYSD reinforcing bars, and the quantity of steel required for the footing is of 1%. It was calculated as shown in below, and we have obtained the volume of the steel which is required is 0.01 metric cube. In order to convert into the kgs, we have multiplied the volume with the density of steel. Now let us perform the rate analysis of RCC footing, where the quantities are multiplied with the unit rates. In here, the quantities of materials are multiplied with the unit rates, and we have added the rate of wastage and binding wear in order to obtain the total rate of materials. And we have a category of workmanship in our rate analysis where the man force is paid accordingly as mentioned here. As we our project consists of cutting, bending and placing, skilled labor are required and they are paid accordingly. And here 3% of sentries are added to the workmanship cost. So we have a total of 1279 rupees, and now we have to add both material cost and workmanship cost in order to get total cost of the project, and that is 11,606 rupees. So here on the total cost, overhead charges and contract profit are added. So in order to obtain the grand total of the project, which is the ultimate rate of the project which have to spend on the footing, is of 14,507 rupees, and these prices are considered based on the local prevailing rates. Thank you.